Chris and Cash Show.
Chris and Cash podcast.
It's Friday, December 23rd, 2016.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It's Christmas weekend, so Merry Christmas to all you fuckers out there.
It is. Today would be my Nana's 100th birthday.
That is so uninteresting, but thank you.
I'm just saying. It's also two of my cousin's birthday.
Who?
My cousin Jonathan. You didn't meet him. Brad's brother. My cousin Aaron. That's Matt and Buddy's sister. Well, it's Matt's sister. Buddy's sister-in-law.
Okay.
You don't know either one of them.
No, I don't.
No. You know their families, but...
Alright, I hope I didn't offend anyone by saying Merry Christmas, because, you can't say Merry Christmas anymore.
It's actually funny. I've noticed that, because I'm on the phones with people all the time, if you say Merry Christmas, very few people get offended. Seriously. But when you say Happy Holidays, the Merry Christmas crowd actually does get offended. They're like, no, Merry Christmas. And I get it. I get it both ways. Like, screw being politically correct, but at the same point in time, like...
Oh, politically correct is taken over and ruined our country.
To some extent, but I understand why people, you don't want to say Merry Christmas to someone that doesn't celebrate Christmas either.
My best friend's a Muslim. He said to me the other day, Merry Christmas.
But he probably fucking celebrates Christmas. He's an American Muslim.
He doesn't celebrate anything.
Nothing? Not even birthdays? What is he, a Jehovah's Muslim?
No, that's not...
I'm a Jehovah's Muslim.
He called me on my birthday last week.
Is it Muhammad Witness?
Muhammad Witness. That's a good one. We are going to start diving into sports, I promise. I do want to take just a moment to...
Talk about Tom Brady?
No. We lost a giant in the sports world last week with the passing of Craig Sager. He had been sick for a long time.
Craig Sager's awesome.
So you knew the day was coming, but even still, I think just, again, especially around the holidays, puts into perspective how lucky we all are.
Well, Alan Thicke died.
He did. A lot of people have died.
Carrie Fisher had a major heart attack.
I heard about that.
She's in critical condition, I guess.
People
die.
I heard she was in stable condition.
I heard she's in critical. I haven't checked. I'm not good. Not like Newsflash. Carrie Fisher, how's she doing?
I guess. But I think beyond the colorful suits and the loud outfits, I think people didn't realize how good Sager was at his job and
he was awesome
and what a good guy he was.
Really good guy. Yeah.
Really
screw the job. He was a nice guy.
Exactly. Really quick aside, and this happened several times. My brother, when he worked, he still works at the same place. He used to work with a guy who had floor seats for Celtic games during the Garnett, Pearson, Allen era, right by the visitors' bench. So the Celts were good then, obviously, not like now, and they would do a lot of national TV games on TNT games.
The Celts were good.
Right. When Sager was working your game, it was an important game. So my brother and I would always yell, Sigs, and every single time without fail, he would point us out, give us a thumbs up and a wink. So a good guy, and he will be missed. Rest in peace, Sigs. All right.
I love Scotty's stories like that.
What?
And then I sat next to Joe Morgan.
I did sit next to Joe Morgan. It was at a World Series.
No, and then I sat next to a guy that looked just like Bill Belichick.
You cannot deny that guy looks just like Bill Belichick.
I'm just saying, you always have these funny ass stories.
No, but I gotta find that now because everyone I showed to is like, wow, that really is Bill Belichick.
Oh, you saw the Matt Patricia clone, I'm sure, that they always show now. The guy looks exactly like Matt Patricia.
I saw him. Tell me that's not Belichick.
I understand, dude. He's a younger. He's like a 2001 Belichick.
This is like New York Giants defensive coordinator Bill Belichick.
2001 Belichick. First Super Bowl, maybe. Close. I don't know. Maybe
the Cleveland Browns Belichick.
Right.
Agree.
It's hard to tell. I need to see him from the front. See if he how much of a turkey neck he has, how much of the pit bull face. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, have you seen that thing with Belichick sings Christmas Carol on YouTube?
They set him up with it the other day. Actually,
amazing.
They set him up with that. They showed him that. They got him laughing, and they started asking him about Michael Floyd vid.
Yeah, I haven't even seen it.
Well, then they showed it to him. Then they started asking about the Michael Floyd video.
Want to dive into the Michael Floyd thing?
Might as well.
Right.
I mean, I have so much football to talk about.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about.
Football.
So
I got 3 videos to talk about. Huh? 3 videos.
So the Michael Floyd pickup, I love it.
So do I.
Absolutely no risk. He's a big receiver.
He's the best X they've had since Randy Moss. I don't know.
He's going to have one job in this team. Just run deep.
I mean, Brandon Lloyd was pretty good, even though he's not the same type of player.
No, but...
Very, very aerobatic, as, what's his face would say. Where's the beef? Zolak.
I think he picked up Floyd for a couple reasons. I think one is to keep him away from other teams that you might potentially see in the playoffs. Another is this guy's going to be running post routes and opening up the middle of the field. and I think you
Hogan already runs.
I think you
post routes.
I think you already need that with Gronkowski out.
Hogan's still a deep threat.
Yeah, but isn't Floyd more of a deep threat than Hogan is?
He's faster, theoretically.
He's bigger.
Yeah, I know.
He's bigger. He's like what, 6'2"?
6'2", 230.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
6'2", 225.
Look, do I care if the guys are drunk? No. Unless he's going out Aaron Hernandezing people, I don't care.
Well, and that's the thing.
Look, I don't want no vehicular manslaughter over the next 6 weeks. Get him a
Dante Stallworth. I mean,
right. Get him a driver.
We still re-signed him after that.
Get him a driver. Beautiful.
Then he had one nice touchdown and broke his ankle.
That was the Houston game in 12. Yeah. I remember that.
But that was the. It was like a 50-yard touchdown, and then he tore his ligaments in his ankle, broke. I don't remember what he did. That was just gone for the season.
That was the high school Letterman game.
Yes, it was actually. Well, the thing is, people all up in arms with the video. It's like we knew he was drunk. I don't understand. What do you expect a drunk guy to look like when he gets pulled over by the police? We were both drunker than him at that party that time. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, because and Tyler's like, I don't believe you. I'm like, dude, I blew like a 0.5, like a ridiculous. By the way, it didn't come through in the text. That was facetious. I'm like, did you really clear 200 on that? Like, that was me being drunk. Dude, I blew a wicked high freaking number. I know that. Like, they didn't know that. They're probably like, wow, Scotty's an idiot. I'm like, I was being like facetious. No, yeah, I remember you were like, dude, I've never seen it that high. I was like, I've never seen it. And then I blew it again, and it was like either higher or the same. We were like, holy Jesus. Well, I was like 4 or 5 times over the legal limit, and you like crushed me. So like, I was like double and triple you. We were like, I should be dead. You know? No, but I don't remember. But I did look up that there was a Lithuanian man that was like 0.9 something. He was probably like the size of Andre the Giant. Before that, there was like a Russian man that was like 0.7. Andre the Giant could drink like 430 racks and like be completely fine. No, but and you were also saying blood alcohol content has to do with tolerance. Yeah, I told Tyler that it does, because the tolerance makes you produce more enzyme to get rid of it faster. No, like 2 beers, like size 2. Two Heinekens, right? Mikey is on his ass. I'm still totally fine. It depends on the person. Yeah. But Mikey's like passed out, like puking. He's like, dude, he had 2 beers. 2 beers. We went to a party up at Debbie's one time. That was funny though. That's like the guy that made fun of me the other day, though, the bartender. When you ordered 2 Buds, and I was like, because I was gonna say Mikey would get drunk off 2 light beers, but I was like, make mine a Bud Light, and he's like, why do all the fat guys want light beers? I'm like, listen, dude, you're fatter than me. Like, he was like, what do you want, a Michelob Ultra? That's what he said. I was trying to think of what he said. Yeah, I didn't even remember wine there that night. You must have, and then you were like, oh, I brought it. And I was like, yeah, that sounds like something you do. Yeah. Well, I brought 2 bottles and drank them myself. That's pretty normal for me, actually. Even when I go to, like, holiday parties, I'm going to be bringing a bunch of my Roscato Rosso Dolce to a bunch of places, and then I'll just drink 1 or 2 bottles by myself. I'll be like, oh, here's the bottle I'm giving you. Oh, let's open it, and I'll drink it. So basically, it's like a gift for yourself. Yeah. I got some DiSerrano right up there. Yeah, well, did you see the picture Buddy put with the Amaretto? Yeah. Buddy was there when I drank a 1.75 of DiSerrano and was like, ridiculous. And I was just like, ain't nobody helping me. I live in a trash can, bitch. People were like, Chris, what are you talking about? Yeah. Get a draw of Grouch. I literally turned into that because I was like, anybody want to help me drink this? And then no one kept helping. And Buddy was like, oh, I was about to say, yeah, I'm going to help you drink that. And then out of nowhere, I was like, you know what? He's doing a really good job killing that bottle. I'm just going to see how far he gets. And then he was like, by the end, I was like, he's going to kill that whole thing. I'm just going to watch him drink the whole thing. And I did. I drank the whole 1.75. What can you do? All right. So, Floyd Dill, I like it. I don't care about the bid. I don't care either. I mean, we'll see. I mean, worst case scenario, he sucks and you don't resign him. And you cut him. So what? You can cut him next week. Cut him today. Right. But Belichick could have just handed him a slip right out. You're not working out. Yeah, he's done that a million times. Joey Galloway, anybody? I mean, it happens. So we gotta actually, I don't know, I can't remember why we missed last week, but I thought you didn't want to do it, and then I did want to. By the time you called me, I was waiting home. Yeah. Well, we're gonna be doing it in studio, and we haven't done it yet. Some stuff's going on, but we didn't want to do the in studio yet, and we're gonna do that. January 7th is the plan. So after the new year. Yeah. We already talked with our producer. Not our producer, our admin. Papa. Yep. Papa Andrew. So we're gonna be doing that soon. But so we got 2 Patriots games to talk about, really, and a bunch of Celtics and Bruins games. I mean, shit. Well, I got the Celtics and Bruins out of the way. Okay, ready? This is the Celtics. This is mediocre. This is what I have written down for the Bruins. They still suck. And I have a note to myself. We could talk about the Miami Heat retired numbers, because they have Michael Jordan retired and they have Dan Marino retired, which is absurd. Wait, what? The Miami Heat retired numbers. Well, no, they retired Shaquille O'Neal last night. Right. But they also have Michael Jordan's number retired. Why? I don't know. No one else does.
He never played there.
That's my point.
What are they, the Lakers now?
And they also have Dan Marino's number retired.
Well, that kind of makes sense.
Oh, does it though? I mean,
Okay, if he won a Super Bowl, then fine. He never won one.
Right. He's not. It's not like he's even the greatest ever. I mean, he's really awesome. Don't get me wrong. He's one of the best quarterbacks ever. But
Marino's the best quarterback I ever saw before Brady and Manning. I saw Montana at the end. Like, I'm not talking.
I saw Montana a little bit in the 49ers.
I remember
enough to remember him.
I remember him with Kansas City.
I remember with Kansas City too, but I remember him with the 49ers.
No, but I'm saying, like, my memory of the Niners in the early 90s.
I remember him late 80s, early 90s.
No, with Steve Young, and not Montana on the Niners.
I remember that too.
You're a few years older than me.
Yeah,
too.
I remember that. I was gonna say, but I remember the 88, 89, 90.
Yeah, I remember how good Reggie was, and you don't. So I don't know how that works.
No, I remember how good Reggie was. He just wasn't as good as you think he was. You're like Reggie Lewis, like greatest player ever. Like you know, when it comes to my top center, Reggie Lewis. And we're gonna talk about a top 5 at each position later, and he's just gonna be like Reggie Lewis. Reggie Lewis. If they let Reggie Lewis play the 5, greatest center alive. I'm like, he's dead. Reggie Lewis. I'm like, no.
Reggie did not make my list, so he is exaggerating.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not even trying to be rude here. If Scotty visits his grave on Christmas, like Scotty's like, got more photos of me at Reggie's grave. I'm like, that's nice, Scotty. I understand you love him. Okay, once that you sent me photos, so you probably went more than once.
Dude, I went with Leo to visit
once.
Listen,
I know you went with Leo to see the crazy kid getting drowned or whatever.
No, that's not where we went.
No,
I stopped by there, but no.
And by the way, that's really common for the record. Scotty sent me a photo of a creepy gravestone where it shows the kid drowning because the kid drowned when he was like 8 or something. That's how he died. Back in the day,
he was like 15.
Whatever it was.
Whatever.
Back in the day when people died in weird ways like that, they would actually encapsulize and like tell the story of how they died on like the gravestones and stuff. Which is freaky and disgusting and weird.
Yeah, it's really.
And nowadays would be wicked faux pas. But I mean, if someone died of cancer, you don't put like cancer on there.
Yeah, that's like really messed up.
Yeah, of course.
That's in St. Michael's Cemetery in Rosendale. No, his parents and brothers are in this one.
Yeah.
Like my Uncle Peter and his brother Johnny and his parents are in this one. That's where I took this. His girlfriend Joanne, she was his girlfriend for like 40 years, is buried literally like 15 feet from where Reggie Lewis is buried. Like she's buried like in this row. So yeah, I'm gonna go over there and pay my respects.
She's bunkmates with Reggie.
Look at it.
Now, this you taking in all the Celtics gear, like Reggie #1.
He is #1.
#1, Reggie #1. President wearing a Reggie Lewis jersey.
No, but
honestly,
I'm saying like I'm not like I don't go to like visit Reggie's grave like once a week and take pictures.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't want to hear it. And there's me with like my uncles, my great grandparents.
But see, that makes sense. That's family. Even then, not too many people take photos of them like visiting graves.
What's your name? Kalojira. Yeah, from now on your name is C. That's too big a name.
That's really his name.
All right, so we just got out. We were talking about cemeteries.
Talking about football.
No, we were talking about cemeteries. How the hell are we getting to that?
Talking about football.
All right.
And we got to cemeteries. What do you want me to do?
All right. One thing I do want to point out.
How the show happens.
We'll get hockey and basketball and baseball out of the way.
Well, we talked about that. So we said we were going to skip them really because the Bruins still suck and the Celtics are still mediocre.
Okay.
We talked about Miami.
But the Bruins really quick.
They suck.
No one is pointing out that Tuukka Rask, even though he does give up soft goals still, is having a pretty damn good year.
Some people think he's the best goalie in the league. I'm not saying that.
I'm not saying that either. I think, you get Jonathan Quick, you get Carey Price, but I tell you what, he is having a pretty damn good year.
And the Celtics are on, and they're beating OKC by 4 points, but they're going to still end up like 49 wins, 50 wins, or whatever it's going to be.
I don't even know if they're going to get that.
Get bounced in the first or second round.
One thing I was going to say, without Tuukka Rask and David Pastrnak, this team would probably be the worst team in the NHL.
Well, they didn't have to get rid of all
David Krejci is MIA. Marchand hasn't had a very good year.
Hey, I think
Bergeron's hurt. Tyler Sagan's like banging whores in Dallas and like putting up like 100-point seasons.
So we don't want a guy like that in Boston? I don't care if he's banging whores.
Well, no.
Whores make the world go round. Let's be real here.
No. See, the problem is they were just playing him out of position when he was here. He's a center. He's not a winger.
He was also like 7. They should have just let him develop.
I understand.
And he could have still been playing with Bergeron and
I told you
and Marchand if they wanted him to.
I told you about that deal at the time, if you can remember. I said
if they had him in the line with Bergeron and Marchand
because remember they got Erickson in the trade and they signed Jerome McGinley that summer. And I didn't mind the McGinley. I said short term, this really isn't going to affect them. But 5 years from now, we're going to be saying that was awful.
Well, there was a reason why he was that high.
And it's also, by the way, it's not even 5 years now, and we're already saying what the.
How
heck
often
did they
does
do?
an absolute stud prospect like that in hockey not?
Flop?
Yeah.
Very rarely.
Right. If you're like a number 1, number 2 pick, and there's like 2, 3 great guys at the top of a draft, they usually end up being pretty good freaking players. Like Joe Thornton, as much as I bash him, he's a great player, right? For his career.
He's gonna go to the Hall of Fame.
Okay. Well, why? Because he was number 1 draft pick. He was great.
Let me preface it.
Pretty easy. It's a lot different than a lot of
Here's
the
the
other
thing
sports
about
in that regard.
Joe Thornton.
Not that none of them flop.
I'm not upset that the Bruins traded him. I'm upset that they basically traded him for nothing. That's why I was pissst.
I'll never forget the Sergei Samsonov goal behind his back between his legs. Coolest goal I've ever seen. Seriously, we'll have to look at that video.
Bobby Orr did that once a week.
No, dude, this was sick. As a defenseman from the blue line, opposite blue line.
By the way, do you know who has the worst record in basketball right now?
Brooklyn?
The Brooklyn Nets.
They lost to Golden State last night.
I was
Not that
pissed.
That's shocking.
I was
you were
pissed.
pissed Golden State beat them?
No.
You were pissed it was a close game?
No, I was pissed that Golden State was up 16, and I'm Golden State was down 16. I'm like, what the f? Then my dad's like, they're like the old Celts. They're not trying. They'll win by 20, and they won by like 17.
Yeah.
But still, I mean,
What are you gonna do?
I would have liked a blowout early. That's all I'm saying. I would have liked.
Well, it was close early, kind of.
Well, they didn't even try in the first half.
Well, dude,
But
it's not even close.
I understand. But that pick is gaining value. Hypothetically, they have to make a decision what they're going to do. I think they've already made it because they signed Al Horford.
You're going to talk about Boogie Cousins?
I'm not going to talk about Boogie
Because
Cousins.
he sent me like a 10-minute video of a guy just ranting about Boogie Cousins.
You should go get him.
Go get him.
Go get him.
Today. We can never go through shows without Mafia references.
Oh, by the way, Nets are losing again, big time.
Well, dude, the Nets
Big
suck.
wheel. Thank you, Cavs.
The Nets suck. What are you going to do? But they played Golden State and the Cavs. Are they supposed to win any of those games?
No. All we need now, the best thing is Philly and Phoenix. One of them has to win tonight. Beautiful. Beautiful. Life is beautiful. But they got to decide whether they're going to go young and keep these 2 draft picks they got coming up, or 3 draft picks, really, because they got the Memphis pick coming up unprotected. Or if they're going to try to win now. And I'm sorry, Isaiah Thomas is like, what, 27, 28 years old?
I think he's 28.
Horford's 30. You just signed him to a max
Horford's
deal.
87.
What are we doing here?
He's Dominican. He's 87. Horford's the same age as Big Papi. Okay? And Lord knows if he's the right age, so...
All right, so we're going to get to a basketball.
You know what's funny? There's been like
list
3
earlier.
Dominicans that have lied about their age. It was like Juan Gonzalez, like that.
No, he was Puerto Rican.
Was he Puerto Rican?
I think so.
And then there was that. How do Puerto Ricans lie? They have like American birth certificates. It's like way different, really. Like it's. I mean, it's.
Oh, the other thing quickly about baseball.
That kid, what was it? Almonte from like New York City, who was like
he was doing
crazy little leaguer, and they were like he's like 15.
Oh, that kid was doing like Norelco commercials, like during that Little League World Series run. Like
and they were like he's 15. Oh.
I kept saying the whole time, like, Steinbrenner's going to be, like, going up in the dugout. Like, here, kid, sign him the
You
dotted
watch
line.
the punt, pass, and kick contest once in a while, right?
Once in a while.
One year they had, like, a 12 to 13-year-old, and it was, like, a black kid, and it was, like, I swear to God, it was Ice Cube. It was, like, actually Ice Cube. Like, it wasn't a kid. Like, he had, like, a full-grown beard. They were, like, 12 to 13-year-old throws it 87 yards. I was like, Jesus Christ, is that Jamarcus Russell?
Really quickly about baseball, since you brought it up really quickly, really not anything to say about baseball except that I think that there's a good chance Bonds and Clemens are getting in. Like this year.
You already know my feeling. Let them all in.
No, you and I are on the same page. We
Let
were
them all
like,
in.
they should have been in.
From out,
year,
I know you're like, oh, Rafi, blah, blah. No, let them in. I don't care.
Technically, Bonds and Clemens never got caught.
Let
so
it. I don't care. Let them all in. Let Pete Rose in. Let Shoeless Joe Jackson in.
I agree.
Ty Cobb's in there. A whole bunch of other people in there.
I agree with that. Hear me out though. All these people, Shaughnessy confirmed this. People who haven't voted for Clemens and Bonds, they're going to start voting for him because
it's public now.
Bud Selig got in on the first try and he enabled these guys.
Plus, it's public now.
So, right.
That's why Jeter's going to be the first unanimous ever, and I'm going to be pissed.
No, he's not.
He's going to be.
No, he's not.
Because it's public, and no one wants to not vote for Derek Jeter.
No. If anyone, they're
going to start pulling credentials to vote if you don't stop voting for some of these guys. And Derek Jeter is going to be the first unanimous. And I already told you, it's not that I hate Jeter. He's just the most overrated player ever.
If anyone was going to be unanimous, it was going to be Griffey, and 2 asswipes didn't vote for him.
It's going to be Derek Jeter.
No.
They weren't.
It's not going to. It's going to be
public yet.
It's going to be a Yankee, but it's not going to be Jeter.
It's going to be not going to be Rivera.
It's going to be Mariano Rivera. He's going to be the first.
It's going to be Jeter.
Mo's going to be the first.
Okay, if it's Mariano Rivera, I'd actually accept it.
Why wouldn't you?
Right. But
he should be unanimous.
A lot of players should be. But if it's Derek Jeter as the first, I'm going to friggin' flip my lid. Honestly. I'm going to be so pissed. And I don't even hate Jeter as, like, my unholy trinity of players as a Boston fan.
LeBron
and no,
or
Peyton,
A-Rod.
LeBron, and A-Rod.
Yeah.
Okay? Those guys, all immensely talented. One of the best ever at their
A-Rod's
craft.
a better player than Jeter.
By far. It's not even close. I mean, I know A-Rod was going around trying to sniff Jeter's jock, but realistically,
Quarter
Jeter
team.
can't sniff A-Rod's jock. That's why he wasn't following him. You know what I mean? Like, there's that much difference. To say Jeter was ever even, we've had this conversation, the second best player on his team is probably crazy. Because he's usually like the third or fourth best player in a lot of those teams. Seriously. It is what it is. He's the most overrated athlete in any sport ever.
My most important Yankee during that whole run, with due respect to Jeter and Bernie Williams and those guys, was Rivera. He was the common denominator. He was the guy who he was the most important guy on those teams.
He's very important.
You got to the ninth, except for Game 7 in 01 in Arizona. When you got to the 8th or 9th inning with the lead, the game was over. The Yankees made it a 6 or 7 inning game for a decade. What are you doing?
Itching my back.
All right. I got a back scratch up. See ya, Joe.
Nah, dude, you got to chill. I'm good.
All right.
It's like the bare necessities.
That's fine.
This is a Jungle Book or something. It's itching my back.
That was on the other deck, and I watched some of it. I couldn't help it.
Yeah,
All
we're
right.
referencing Disney movies right now.
Dude, that's an awesome movie.
I didn't say it wasn't. I'm just saying I was itching my back. You're like, what are you doing?
No one told Mowgli bros over hoes, though, at the very end.
We should have.
Should have.
Bros over hoes.
Gotta.
So, I don't know. What else you want to talk about?
We'll save the NBA list for last. You want to go right into football? Because we got. We'll break down the.
I was going to talk about more videos. The Mixon video from
go
Oklahoma.
ahead. Do it.
Everyone's pissed that he punched
I haven't
a girl.
even seen it.
Oh, he punched a girl.
I heard about
We already
it.
knew he punched a girl.
I heard about
I'm
it.
confused. This is like the video we were just talking about with Floyd.
Right.
It's like we know what happened.
Right.
So now suddenly because you watch a video, you're more disturbed when you already knew he punched a girl out? Like if I say I punched a girl out, what do you think that means, Scotty?
Yeah, I mean, I understand.
So then when you see a video, suddenly it's like, oh man, he punched a girl out. Yeah, we knew this 2
just
years
like
ago.
the Ray Rice video. Did they think that she slipped on a banana peel and hit her head?
Well, that one I think they kind of lied to how bad it was. But the Mixon was, we knew he punched a girl out.
Didn't he admit it?
He like broke, yeah. Well, they're going to court, like the civil. He broke her face a bunch of places. Like we knew he punched her out. What does the video change?
Yeah, it's definitely you got knocked.
It went down pretty much exactly how he said it went down.
It's definitely you got
She
knocked
pushed
the
him.
fuck
He tried to
out.
walk
Right.
away. She went to hit him. He just knocked her right cold. Socked her. Should never done it. He did it. I get it. She was being aggressive. Still doesn't justify it. But I get maybe why he reacted that way. Not saying it's correct. He's still completely in the wrong. But he knocked her the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
We knew that.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing a video doesn't change that he knocked her the fuck out.
No. Makes
Like,
it more graphic.
I've seen
it makes
Friday.
it more graphic.
Okay? I've seen Friday. If I explained to you what happened, then I was like, you got knocked the fuck out. And then we watch it, and you go, oh my god, he got knocked the fuck out.
Just do it, man.
Daddy's tripping, man. He wants me to come back over here and ask me for my stuff back.
Dude, Red looked just like Paul Pierce.
Oh my god, the best meme I saw, it's Tony Romo, and it's Tony Romo as Red, and it's Dak as Debo, and he's like, man, Jerry tripping, man. He wants me to come over here and ask for my job back. You got knocked the fuck out. But no. I've already seen it.
By the way, he's played himself out of the MVP talk. He's not going to win it.
No.
Scott.
No, when we're going to get an MVP
Hey, I'll do respect to him. Rookie, hell of a season. They're going to be
maybe the greatest season as a rookie quarterback ever. Honestly. I'm going to go there. You tell me who's better. You could say Marino was really damn good.
In 83, yeah. You could... I could argue... Screw 2000... He was in the stands in jeans half the time.
That doesn't count, though. I'm not... Listen.
Brady in 2001?
I'm going strict rookie. Not first year as a starter, strict rookie.
Ben in 04. He didn't lose a game.
He's better
He
than
didn't
Ben.
lose a game to the AFC title game.
He's better.
He just sneezed.
You can't just take wins. Listen, wins are so important to me as a quarterback, but Dak is playing way better.
He relied on the defense and the running game. I understand.
Dak is better. I mean, not that Dak doesn't have a ton of support offensive line-wise and running game-wise, but his defense isn't that great, and Dak is playing a lot better than Big Ben ever played his rookie season. Big Ben as a rookie was like, all right, this kid's all right, but he's not anything special. He just has a great team.
He became special later.
He was like a rookie Trent Dilfer, honestly. He was like, all right, here you go. Like, you guys win the game.
He was better as a rookie than Dilfer was.
I don't think he was.
Ever was.
Honestly.
You put a 20-year-old...
I know that Eli as a rookie wasn't better than Dilfer.
Eli's not better than Dilfer now.
Eli's not better than Colin Kaepernick right now. And we can talk about that.
Yeah, want to talk about Eli?
Talk about how we were joking around. Scotty's like, all right, this is what we're going to talk about for the show because, we can't just talk about Brady for 90 minutes. I'm like, why not? Sure, we can talk about Brady for 90 minutes.
We usually do.
Then I was like, but just in case, I have a bunch of other topics. One of my topics, talk about how Eli sucks.
That pick six last night was horrendous.
Eli just sucks.
I didn't watch the game, obviously. My boycott's still in effect. I saw the highlights on the ESPN.
You saw what I wrote earlier today. He has Manning disease. Once you get into your mid to late 30s, you can't throw anymore. Your brain still works, but you can't throw. So that's why all those balls are ducks.
So it's like ALS? It's like football ALS?
Pretty much. Like, seriously, it's quarterback ALS for your elbow. It's like, I got Manning elbow. I maybe got one more season in me, coach.
That pick still wasn't as bad as the one Peyton threw in the Super Bowl last year.
Dude, Peyton couldn't throw for like 4 years. I have no idea how he even made it that. He would turn into Greg Maddox extreme. 2013 was such a masterpiece. I mean, he had a ton of talent on him, don't get me wrong. He was such a masterpiece because he couldn't throw the ball.
Probably.
Yet he managed to just like loft it up, and the ball just hovered and then fell into receiver's hands. And it hovered at like...
From the 1 yard line.
Yeah, well, yes, okay, true. But even when he just threw it 15, 20 yards down the field, because that's about as far as he could throw, it was just like someone... It would be like if I threw you a loaf of bread and it just hovered in the air.
It was a wounded
and it just landed. Yeah, but the receivers caught it and it was always perfectly placed.
Give him credit for, knowing
That's what
what
I'm
the
saying.
receiver was going to be.
Yeah, knowing the defense, putting it exactly where it needed to go.
He adjusted.
Right. He adjusted and he was throwing it like 5 miles per hour. It was just like if someone like tossed you a loaf of bread and it was just like, oof. What can you do? Did you watch the video of the security guy jerking off?
I don't like to watch videos.
Okay, it wasn't fucking the guy jerking off, like naked. It was a video of this guy got in trouble, and they had it all over Deadspin and stuff, because literally, this is a nationally televised game, but mind you, okay? The security guard was sitting in the end zone, like corner end zone, being the security guard, near the cheerleaders, and he was just straight taking his hand and jerking off in his pants. And it was so obvious.
That's fine.
It was ridiculous.
I have no problem
Well,
with
they
that.
fired the guy. I don't know if he's like a hero or if he should be like murdered. Like,
why would he be murdered?
Dude, there's a family atmosphere. There's people. You can't just jerk off in the middle of a stadium of 58,000 people.
Sure you can.
No, you can't. And they fired him, so obviously you can't.
No, when Trump's president, you're going to be able to do that.
Oh, that's great. When Trump's president, you can just jerk off on the 50. Want to jerk off on the footballs? That's fine. Trump's president.
Freedom of jerk off.
Freedom of burn your flag, then. Jesus.
By the way, I got an alert on my phone today that my tires were low. So I'm starting to wonder if Roger's going to call me and ask if Tom Brady deflated my tires. Had some nefarious plot to deflate my tires.
I'm pretty sure I texted you once with the word deflator, so I'm in trouble. I'm no longer allowed to
No, Keith's New Year's resolution is really to lose weight. Like it is
to lose weight.
So you're the deflator.
I am the deflator. No, people use that term, like to deflate, either to get less muscular or to lose weight.
Stop.
I swear to God. And
No,
I'm not even like I'm not saying that's what he was using it for.
He was using it for the football.
I agree.
Look here's my stance on Deflategate. Here's what I honest to God think happened. I think that after that Jet game, they were too hard, and Brady said, "This sucks, fix it. I want them softer." I don't think Brady looked up a rule book and said, "Oh, it's 11.5. Make sure every single ball is under 11.5." No, I think he just said, "I like a lighter ball." That's it.
And I think the guy put it at 11.5 or maybe even a little lower. They never checked it. 12.5, excuse me. It's 12.5 to 13.5, isn't it?
I have no idea.
And then they never checked it because the referees don't check and they're idiots. And let's be honest.
But the Giants can use walkie-talkies and nothing happens.
Well, no. Their 4th round pick was moved to the end of the round.
Oh wow.
Can't
make this
let's
shit.
be realistic. If Tom Brady played for anybody else, he wouldn't have been suspended.
No.
They would have dropped it.
Chris, the thing that bothers me the most is the big excuse there.
They dropped it for Pittsburgh, right?
No.
Deflategate 2, how long was that?
Less than 2 hours.
And the Giants aren't even allowed to test on the sidelines. They tested, right?
Yeah.
Did they get in trouble?
The rules. No.
Okay. Both teams broke rules. None
they talk on both sides of the mouth, but the thing that bothers me the most is all these talking
4 teams have been caught for Spygate since then. Anybody been in as much trouble as the Patriots?
And the ESPN especially, they talk about, well, Brady was suspended because he didn't cooperate and he destroyed his phone. For the 100th fucking time, that's not what happened. This is a quote from Ted Wells. "I don't need your phone. You can keep the phone. I have everything I need."
Right. Brady said,
"That is a quote."
Brady said, "I can give you all the stuff off of my phone that you need."
And he gave it to him.
Do you need my phone? And they said no. And then later on, Brady said, "I destroyed his phone." Because I'm sure, listen, I don't know if Brady was God's honest truth. Do I know if that nothing happened for sure? No. This is what I think happened. Like
I'll go one step further. I think he probably did ask to lower the balls.
I don't think he asked him to lower the balls after that. I think he said, when you go in there, have them as low as possible. I think they went in. The balls were probably around 12.3 or something. Low enough where it's lower than the actual legal limit. but low enough with high enough where the refs just let them go. I think the refs went over, squeezed them like they were a pair of tits, and let them go.
Good.
Yeah, these look good. The guy went to the fucking bathroom, pissed. They went outside. Oh my God, the balls went down a little bit because it's cold outside. Nothing else happened, and that's it. The end of the story. Just like Aaron Rodgers has his guys go in there with balls that are overinflated.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, nothing changes.
Yeah, so the phone thing is irrelevant. So Stephen A. Smith, learn how to fucking read. That's my only point.
I'd love to argue with him, but he's an idiot. I'm sure he's a nice guy in real life. People seem to like him.
He looks like Ludacris, good rapper. Understood, but like
automatically makes you cooler because you look like a rapper. Okay,
learn how to read. Seriously.
I don't understand that. Was that cross-racial like poor identification just because he's black? He looks like Ludacris.
All right, let's get into. I can't even remember who they played last. They played Denver, and okay, so
they played Baltimore.
Baltimore and Denver because we didn't break down the Baltimore game.
I know.
Cyrus Jones, I've seen enough. I never want to see him fielding punts ever again, ever.
Well, that's going to happen at some point. Probably not today. Probably not tomorrow. Probably not this season.
No, this season he's shut down. Running punts back. He had Edelman back there fielding punts, which he didn't want to do. He had no choice.
No, because Edelman's going to get hit and die.
All right.
Seriously, and then your offense is going to suck because you're not going to have Gronk or Edelman.
But the Baltimore game, it was 2 weeks ago. From the best of my recollection, they would have won by 50 had
they not fumbled 2 punts.
Right.
Seriously. Matthew Slater
they were up 23.
There's no reason Slater should have run like that.
They were up 23-3. And look,
and I like Slater a lot. Heady player normally, smart guy. Shouldn't have done that.
He doesn't do that often. He doesn't get asked to do that often.
No, he doesn't. That's the problem. But he still should have known better. He should have been like, I'm not a guy that does this often. I'm not going to run into someone, let him drill me where the ball is, and have it pop out.
He should have known better, but I'm going to give him a mulligan because they never asked him to do it. He was, like a fish out of water. All right, understood. Flacco's a good quarterback. I can even say he's a great quarterback because he's not.
He's mediocre.
He's okay.
In today's league, he's mediocre.
He's okay.
I don't think he's better than Colin Kaepernick. Let's put it out there.
He's better than Kaepernick.
He's better than Eli, but not than Kaepernick. No, the league is full of a bunch of guys.
The funny thing is, in our text chain, Chris's cousin Buddy is a huge Giants fan, and even he acknowledges that Eli sucks.
Yeah. Most Giants fans I know think Eli sucks.
My friend Jack is a Giants fan, and he hates Eli.
Yeah. They don't think Eli's good. They're like, oh, he has big balls, and he played really well twice to win us the Super Bowl, but that's it. He mostly sucks.
Jack doesn't even give him credit for the first one. He goes, that was all the defensive line.
Well, it was a lot of the defensive line. But
my friend says this, and he's right. Eli was awful in that first Super Bowl.
It was bad.
Terrible. He should have been picked. Should have been picked 6 times.
I think it was 5.
At least 5.
It was 5.
At least 5.
It was 5.
He was picked once.
We can go back and rewatch it.
He was picked once, but it was at least 4 or 5.
It should have been 5. And the one that most people forget is the Merriweather over the back, like Willie Mays type.
That was a tough one to catch, though.
I think you still
probably should have had it, but
he's not a wide receiver, so he's probably not used to looking over.
He's probably looking for someone to hit, and he's like, what?
But the Asante Samuel one was easy. The Harrison one was easy. There's a bunch of easy ones that were dropped. Mm-hmm. And the Samuel one would have just iced the game.
They should have shut him out.
And then there was a bunch of fumbles. That
even with our offense doing nothing, we should have won.
In both of those games, there was 5 fumbles. All of them went to the Giants.
Pierre Woods. Oh.
Pierre Woods in one of them.
There
was another time when Mayo could have intercepted the ball, and the second one
went right by
his freaking ear hole.
Yeah, he looked like a ballet dancer for a touchdown.
If he was paying attention, he just would have turned around and picked it off. But it is what it is, Scotty. I have no problem with that because we beat Seattle.
But look at
I don't care anymore.
They'll still hurt. Actually, the second Giants one doesn't really hurt.
They don't. None of them hurt.
The first one just hurts because
it's like a bunch of old girlfriends breaking up with you. Okay, it breaks you hot. Guess what? And you find somebody else, and they're even hotter and they're cooler. Okay, you don't care about the old one anymore. It is what it is.
You're married. I'm not. You can say that.
Right. Well, and you don't have like someone you're with at this moment. But if you find someone that you like better than the old people, why are you going to care that they broke up with you? You're not.
Yeah, but what if like me and that girl had a perfect season or something?
The hell's a perfect season? Like awesome sex for 3 months? Like, yeah. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Perfect season. Okay, and then it stopped.
That's like,
and then you lost the Super Bowl. So I don't know what happened. Like something happened when you went to bust.
No.
Because that's the climax.
No.
And then you found a new chick. That's better. And you still win a Super Bowl.
No, maybe like at the 3rd month it's like a ruined orgasm or something like that.
That's what I mean. That's what it was. The ruined orgasm for the loss of the perfect season. But now you just go find a new chick, and you have orgasms, and you got another Super Bowl. So you're great. Who cares?
Whatever. It still hurts. I'm sorry.
It doesn't hurt no more.
It doesn't hurt as much after the Seattle one.
It doesn't.
I still can't watch that game. Can't do it.
It's like
the Celtics could have won every year from 2011 to right now, and that game 7 lost in 2010.
To me, it's like this. It's like a relative that's died a long, long time ago.
Okay.
Now when you think about them, you have fond memories, less pain. There's no pain involved for me for the 2007 Patriots. It's just fond memories of the fact that how good they were. And yeah, they're still the greatest football team ever, regardless of whether you want to say it or not. They should have won a championship.
I don't think they're the best team ever, but that's fine.
I do. But you're all about the ring, so.
That's not true. I'm not even sure if they wanted.
You want to put a ring on it. That's all you care about. You're a Beyonce song. Legitimately.
I'm not sure that they were better than the 85 Bears. I'm being serious. They play the 85 Bears. The 85 Bears beat them. I think 2 of those Niners teams potentially beat them. The 84 Niners and the 89 Niners, look at those rosters when you get a chance.
I've seen the rosters.
Loaded. Every position. Loaded.
Patriots were loaded.
They were loaded. I'm not saying
they went 11-5 with Matt Castle.
But they've beaten the 89 49ers.
I think so.
Oh my God, really? Who on that team is going to cover Rice?
Who on that team is going to cover Randy Moss?
The Giants had no problem doing it. Until the last drive. McDaniels waited until the final 3 minutes of the game to open it up.
Belichick coached that game, Skid. I don't care what he says. He really did. But Brady is 7-0 against number one defenses at home.
I thought you were going to say 7-0 on the road.
Nope, 7-0 against number one defenses at home. Okay, in his career.
I just realized that.
7-0.
Listen, I just realized
with 15
that the other
touchdowns
day,
and 3 picks.
I just realized that the other day.
7-0.
Did you hear what I said?
That you just realized that?
No. Remember, I was like, oh, it'd be cool if Brady went 8-0 on the road. Technically, he would be 7-0 because he didn't start in the first game.
Yeah, the team would go 8-0.
Team will go 8-0.
But that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Dude, what do you want the guy to do? He can't go games undefeated for games he didn't play.
Sure he can.
They're like, oh, it's not. I mean, he could have went 12-0. People are like, but it wasn't 16-0. Okay, he didn't play those first 4 games by nothing that he did wrong. No fault of his own. Other than the fact that Roger Goodell's a douche. He didn't get to play. Okay? I don't know. What do you want to talk about Denver? Denver was a meh game. They won. They did what they had to do. I actually thought they could have done a lot better.
I still had the fear of Denver in my heart just because they never
win. I know, you're like, oh, they never win in Denver.
They never do.
You're one of those Boston fans that you just expect whatever happens to continually happen forever. Like, seriously, you're like, I'm sure before we won a bunch of championships, and I mean, we were all like this to some degree, but you were just like, oh, they're going to blow it. They're going to blow it. This team's going to blow it. That's all Boston sports knew for a while. But,
well, the Bruins and Celtics were too bad to blow it. The Red Sox were never quite good enough to blow it until 2003. And yeah, I thought the Pats were good. Dude, when the Pats were blowing the 2-touchdown lead in the 4th against the Rams, yeah, I thought they were going to blow it. I think everybody thought they were going to blow it. Everybody. They go to overtime that game, they lose.
They go to overtime. But I knew they had Tom Brady, they had a chance. John Madden, I really did. I was like, dude, they're going to win it right here. I was with my friend, and John Madden's like, what they should do is they should down the ball and go to... I'm like, no, they shouldn't. To get the ball back and be in the same position? Like, I understand if you get strip sacked. What if you get the ball in overtime, you get strip sacked? You still lose. Like, it doesn't change. The only thing is you didn't have a lot of time. So you see what happens the first couple plays, and then you go from there. That's it. There's no difference.
No.
I don't understand.
There was too much time left. I thought he was nuts at the time.
Yeah.
But, I mean, especially the game
That's when he was like, the point of the game is to score more than your opponent.
Well, no, like, at the time, it's a tie game. All you need is a field goal to win the game. So, like, yeah, I mean, if you get 50 yards, go 40 or 50 yards, you're in range, and there's a minute and a half left. Why is he saying just down the ball and play for overtime? That made no sense.
It made 0 sense.
But then, like, 2 minutes later, it's like, oh, now I kind of like what the Patriots are
after 3 plays, I think he was like, I kind of like what the Patriots are doing now.
J.R. Edmond.
What does Tom Brady's doing?
J.R. Edmond.
Well, to be fair, Brady almost did get strip sacked in the very first
play. Yeah.
But that was that pocket presence. And a dynasty was born, Ricky Prohl. You were correct. Good job, Ricky. You were the first one to call it. The very first one. A dynasty was born that night.
Then Brady just spikes the ball, and it's just like...
Oh, dude, Brady spiked the ball.
To the rough.
Yeah, twice that drive. And both times he just looked like a boss.
No,
the first time he just caught it. The second time he caught it with like a spin and like handed it to the ref. Absolutely insane. I watched that video the other day, by the way.
I remember my brother was yelling, Marino, fake spike, fake spike.
What, so throw it to the end zone?
Yeah.
Why? Why'd you do that?
I said that I was yelling at it. They're in Vinatieri's race.
Yeah, like, why would you do that? You're going to lose the Super Bowl. They're going to be like, why didn't you just kick a field goal there? Oh, look wicked cool to do a Marino fake spike in the Super Bowl, so we decided to go for it.
It would have been pretty cool.
Yeah, okay, but...
Unless he threw a pick for like 99 yards.
There's not really much else to recap about the Patriots. They're in prime position to steal the 1 seed.
Well,
or take the 1 seed. Have it. They should have the 1 seed.
Let's look at it this way. They would actually lose the tiebreaker with Oakland.
Okay, they're not going to lose the game, though, so that's fine.
Well, here's the thing.
What's the thing?
Got 2
Oakland's going to somehow get rid of a loss?
They each got 2 games in the end, so I think the Pats are going to win tomorrow.
Think they're going to win both games?
I'm going to save you the suspense. They're going to beat the Jets tomorrow. we're going to be in a weird position.
Was there suspense?
Hold on.
Was this like a thriller, like a drama?
Listen.
Suspense. There's no suspense.
Listen. At 4 o'clock, we're going to have to be put in an awkward position of rooting for Indianapolis because they're in Oakland to play the Raiders.
That's not awkward for me right now.
I hate the Colts. I never root for them.
You hate the Colts. I don't hate the Colts. I don't care that they stole a team from another city. I really don't. Peyton Manning's not there anymore. I don't hate Andrew Luck. I don't hate a team that's shitty and puts AFC finalist banners up. I think they're stupid. I think Deflategate was ridiculous and they had a big part of it, but I don't hate the Colts.
I despise the Colts.
If I hate the Colts, I have to hate the Chargers. I have to hate everybody. I have to hate, Oakland because they're going to move. I have to hate, you know what I mean? Like, I have to hate the Rams. I don't even hate the Rams. I have to hate Pittsburgh. Not for moving, but just because they're douchebags. I have to hate Denver. I have to hate the Ravens because they will have Deflategate. Like, I have to hate everybody. Like, I don't hate everybody.
Oh, whatever. I hate everybody.
I hate them all. I don't even hate the Giants.
I despise the Giants. I don't know.
I hate Eli Manning and his goofy Eli face. I don't hate the Giants.
I don't know who I hate more, the Cowboys or the Giants. It's close.
I hate the Cowboys more.
I hate them both.
I hate the Cowboys. If we lose to the Cowboys, I will not be in the Super Bowl. I will not be pleased. I will not. Like I told you.
So if they lose to like Seattle, like I'm pleased. Okay. Like that's a dumb thing to say. You're gonna be displeased no matter who they lose to.
Right, but I'm not gonna be too devastated. And I told you this if they lose the Super Bowl this year. If they go to a seventh, Brady goes to a seventh Super Bowl and he loses, I'm supposed to be mad about that.
It's the biggest.
How spoiled are we?
It's the biggest gap in sports: winning and losing a Super Bowl.
It is
biggest in sports.
It is. Well, that's why. But most people still tell you it's better that Jim Kelly went to 4 than to go to 0. Am I not right?
Yeah, would you rather have him go?
We're not going, no. I think Philip Rivers is a better quarterback than Jim Kelly because, you know what, he never lost a Super Bowl. It's like, okay, but he never made a Super Bowl. Like, that doesn't make you better.
Dude, you don't even have Jim Kelly in your top 20.
He's just not in the top 20.
He should be a top 20 quarterback.
But that's the problem with people is, and we'll go over a top 5 of each position in basketball later, but...
Yeah, we made a list.
Have you...
Did you make a list, or did you just...
No, I made a list.
25,
and I made a list. No, I was doing a top 50, and I was pulling people out to get the positions done. And where they rank, I rank them all the time.
My list, it wasn't in order. It's just top 5 at every position. I didn't rank them.
Well, it looks like 5 in order.
No, I didn't.
Well, it looks pretty much like they're in order.
It does, but it's really not. It's not intended to be. Let's put it that way. Like I
put mine in specific orders.
All right, you don't have to. You can just name whoever you want.
No, I can tell you who's the top 5, and I put on honorable mention for each as the 6th player, and where I rank.
I didn't do an honorable mention.
I did.
I should have.
And I don't even have McHale in the honorable mention for power forwards. I ruined the surprise right here.
I think you're wrong. I think you're totally wrong. All right. Not much to say about the Denver game.
They won.
I can't look at
the defense. Has the best defense been better? Points per game wise.
Has the defense been better? It absolutely has. They've been more aggressive. They've been more schematic. I like it.
This is something I've been telling you since the beginning of the season.
Which is what?
They're not a great defense, but they're probably a top 6 to 8 defense in the league, and they're better than everyone thinks. They are. I'm not going to sit here and tell you like
they looked bad.
I have 1,000% confidence.
They looked bad after that Seattle game. Horrendous.
It was one game.
Yeah, they were shaky lead up to that too.
Okay, in the Houston game, how'd they look? When Houston didn't pass the 50 for like 3.5 quarters, or whatever it was, almost 3 full quarters.
Woody must be happy that they let Brock go. He looks awful. He looks so bad. They got like Fred Savage out there.
But they're not going to make the playoffs, so who cares?
They're leading the division right now, aren't they?
The Broncos?
No, not the Broncos. Houston.
Right. I'm saying the Broncos aren't making the playoffs. So why does he care that
they're on the outside looking in right now?
Dude, they have to win both their games.
Because they could have. They
go to Kansas City.
They could have given Brock Osweiler $70 million. He's fucking terrible.
Okay, but they have to go to Oakland, and they have to go to Kansas City. Oh, and by the way, Scotty is the only man I know under like 80 that has a handkerchief.
Shut up.
It's true though.
Yeah, I don't feel like carrying around a box of handkerchiefs with me. Box of tissues with me. All right.
Okay, so fix your nose, dude. I don't know what to tell you. You gotta blow your nose like 5 times every day.
Well, my nose runs. What do you want from me?
I don't know.
I have bad allergies. Just leave it alone.
I've never seen you sneeze once in my life. Yeah, actually, that's not true.
I sneeze.
I sneeze. Usually you just blow your handkerchief. Put your boogers back in your pocket. Take it back out. I'm like, dude, that's so unhygienic.
Just eat a dick.
Eat a dick.
That's real hygienic. Eat a fucking cock. All right.
You going to wash that cock?
No. All right. NFL playoffs.
No, talking about the Broncos, dude. Yeah, they have to win out. And then like
Denver's not getting in.
Every other team has to lose. Tennessee has a tiebreaker over Denver. Every team has a tiebreaker over Denver. I did like a little like simulator to see, and like I had to make every other team lose like 7 games, and there's not even 7 left, and then have Denver win both days for them to get in. Like, it's like virtually impossible. There's like one scenario where they win, and it's like, and then Jesus Christ comes down at the 50, and Tim Tebow becomes a quarterback again. It's like, no, it's not going to happen. So they're basically, I know they're not officially eliminated, but they're virtually eliminated.
You want them in it in the last week because they're playing Oakland the last week.
Well, we want them in it. We want Oakland plays Indy and Oakland plays Denver.
But you don't want...
We want them to lose one of those games.
You don't want to have to go down to Miami, a place where Tom Brady notoriously does not have good games, having to win that game.
Kind of like winning in Denver, huh?
What?
Kind of like having to win in Denver?
I think Miami's better than Denver.
Okay, but with Matt Moore quarterbacking?
I think he's better than Tannehill.
Fair enough. But Simeon's better than Peyton, and they still won.
Like, I don't think... I don't think that's a break, having to not play Tannehill.
But Simeon's better than Peyton, correct?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, guy. What the hell's wrong with you today?
Dude,
you need some water or a beer? I mean, it's your own house. You can grab it whenever you want.
It's fucking winter, man. I fucking hate winter.
Hey, Rich Gotham, would you like to listen to our podcast? Maybe come by the show one time? Sure, where do you do the podcast? My mom's basement.
That's not what I said.
My mom's basement.
That's not what I said.
Hey, okay, it is your basement, your house, but you said that and people were like, is you serious? We're like, yeah, we're fucking serious. You cocksuckers.
Yeah, like we're on WEI every night. Like, how the fuck would they... Where did they think we do it?
I don't know.
We're going to be doing it in a studio.
He was like, what studio do you do it in? You were like, my mom's basement.
That's fine. We're going to be in the studio very soon, so eat it.
You were like, my mom will make you a gravy.
I did not say that.
Chicken palm, like you never had.
Stop being a ball breaker.
What kind of pasta do you like? It's handmade, Sicilian.
Go get your fucking shambler.
Go get your fucking shambler.
All right, what do you want to talk about now?
Motherfucker.
We'll talk
about the Pro Bowl.
I have no interest in talking about the Pro Bowl. Move on.
None at all.
No.
Why? Pro Bowl's awesome.
Pro Bowl's...
Brady made the Pro Bowl again.
I don't care.
That's awesome.
I love
it when Brady
Pro Bowl's terrible.
He was invited to one and declined. He doesn't get credit for that. That's kind of crap.
Well, he should have like 90 then.
No, he wasn't initially, he was a reserve. And someone else got injured or backed out, and then he was invited and he declined, so he doesn't get credit because he wasn't initially in and declined.
Yeah, I don't care.
I mean, Oakland, if they went out and we tied them for record, they're the 1 seed. Kansas City, we have the tiebreaker over, so that's great.
If you're the Patriots, there are 2 places you didn't want to go.
I just don't want to play Pittsburgh.
One was Denver. One was Kansas City. You don't have to go to either of those venues now. I still think, other than the obvious reason of having home field throughout, they still need the 1 seed, and I'll tell you why.
Look at that. Denver's the 9th seed right now.
Hear me out. 1 seed's important because it looks like Pittsburgh's going to be the 3. It looks like they're going to be.
And you don't have to play in the AFC Championship game.
Right.
But we know.
Look,
death taxes and Tom Brady in the AFC Championship game. The only thing that I guarantee.
You're probably going to get, if it stands right now, you're probably going to have to play Kansas City in the divisional round at home again. Alex Smith doesn't scare me. All right, I know they got a good D and everything. That's not going to matter here. Didn't matter here last year. They were all hurt. And then,
well, Marcus Cannon's been playing incredible.
He's had a good year,
honestly.
And I'm not a Cannon guy.
I know
he's had a good year.
I've been a Cannon guy, not to this. I never said he was awesome, but I've always liked Cannon because they had the talent. He was supposed to be a first to second round talent. They got him in the 5th because he had cancer.
Yeah, but luckily he was a human turnstile for like 5 years.
Yeah, he had some issues. He had some issues. All right.
You want to talk about your baby, your MVP race?
Well, I do a little bit.
Go ahead.
Like you said, Dak Prescott's out of it.
Go ahead.
I can't see how Elliott's going to win it.
You got like a notes like, oh, shoot, Aaron Rodgers at 10-6. Like,
I'm like, yeah, well, no, I love Aaron Rodgers. You know that. He's my second favorite quarterback of all time. However, this is
all time.
Yeah, all time. Because Brady and Aaron Rodgers. This is the thing.
What?
The quarterback has never won with their record being 10-6, ever. And it's not like he threw like 80 touchdowns in 1 pick, so 10-6 is okay. He's not even statistically the best quarterback, and he's going to be 10-6, and you're going to give him the award?
I don't even think he's been the best quarterback in his division this year.
Probably not.
Stafford's had a good year.
Pretty close. And that's my point. He's out of it. Okay? Ezekiel Elliott, I don't think he's the best running back in the league. You can argue David Johnson's better, Le'Veon Bell's better, but he was friggin' suspended. And you could argue that DeMarco Murray's better. He just doesn't play with the Dallas offensive line anymore.
Peterson. I mean, there's a lot of
Peterson's
guys.
He hasn't played. That's the thing, yeah. So, I don't think Ezekiel Elliott, he doesn't have 2,000-something yards. He's not like some world beater. For a running back to win MVP, they have to be, like, beyond exceptional. and he hasn't been.
Oakland gets the 1 seed. You give him Derek Carr any love?
No.
Why?
Because I don't think after that Thursday night game, he showed nothing.
One game?
One game where you look like you don't belong playing football ever, like your brother stole your body, then yes, you do not deserve to be the MVP. And his numbers don't pop out at you either. The only guy who could take this, in my opinion, from Tom Brady.
Why does everyone say that Brady hurt his MVP chances Sunday?
Well, he didn't play that well, but neither did anyone else.
He didn't play that terrible.
The only one that played well.
He didn't play bad either.
Only one guy played well on Sunday. Matt Ryan, and he's the only one that if Brady loses it, he should lose it to, and that's if they go 11-5, and he carries that defense, and he has the best numbers out of every quarterback.
Who do they play in the last 2 weeks?
I think they play the Saints, and they play...
Okay, so he's going to have about 8 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, so they're 9-5. Okay, they're leading their division. They play the Panthers and the Saints. I knew it was 2 divisional games. I just wasn't sure. I knew it was the Saints, too. And the Saints are at home. They play at the Panthers, so maybe they lose that game. Okay? But right now, he's got 4,336 yards and 32 touchdowns. He leads in quarterback rating. I believe he leads in QBR. He leads in DVOA and DR, which are both Football Outsider statistics. He's the best quarterback, barely over Brady. Okay? Even if you're looking at advanced stats or basic stats, barely. Now, if Brady goes 11-1 in the path to the 1 seed, and the way that Brady's played, especially without Gronkowski, you could say, okay, Brady should have it. Okay? If he comes out and throws 4 more touchdowns and only has 2 picks for the season, yeah, you could definitely argue Brady. But if it's not Brady, it's Matt Ryan. And that's where the conversation ends. I'm sorry. The rest of these guys, scrubbinos. Okay? Compared to those 2 guys.
So if Rodgers
has to throw like 10 touchdowns. Okay?
If Rodgers goes 10-6 and steals the division, he's not under any consideration. He has like a monster
No,
because they would have had to run the table.
I understand that. Part of the reason that they have 6 losses and they had to run the table is because of him. Okay? If Tom Brady was going to be 10,
still isn't that good. I'm sorry.
I keep hearing that they're not good. They have a way better offensive line than the Patriots do. Vastly better. They have 1 Pro Bowler. I know you don't care about that. 2 other guys that are reserves and probably should have made the Pro Bowl.
I thought the Pats' offensive line was great Sunday.
I'm not saying it wasn't great. I'm not saying they're not a good offensive line. I'm sitting here telling you, Green Bay has probably the 2nd or 3rd best offensive line in football.
If they didn't have O'Keefe Orelli as offensive line coach last year, they'd probably win another one.
It's true.
Remember Tyler said that?
O'Keefe Orelli.
I love that.
Yeah, you guys said all I had to do was stay fat, get an Italian last name, I could be the offensive line coach. All right? What's your name? O'Keefe Orelli. Oh, we had Googs and we had Skonecchia. Come on, O'Keefe Orelli. Let's go. Be the offensive line coach. All right? But seriously, they're going to be 10-6. A lot of that is on him. He didn't play great against Chicago. There was a busted...
They had a big lead in that game. They almost lost.
Right. There was a busted cover 3. I have no idea what Chicago was even doing. Okay? They had a busted cover 3, and he bombed it 60 yards to Jordy Nelson. The guy was wide open. Whoa! And I'm not blaming him for that happening, but I'm saying that's the only big play he made. Other than that, the best player on his team was Ty Montgomery. And he has Jordy Nelson, and he has Devontae Adams. That's better than any receivers Tom Brady has. Right now. Today. If you have Rob Gronkowski is better than all of them. I mean, he's Hulk smash.
But you don't.
Right. He's destroying cities in Rampage, okay? Great video game. But you don't have Gronkowski. You haven't had Gronkowski for a while. You've had him, 5 games this season? Part of 5 games? Whatever it was? A little bit different. And Martellus Bennett's injured, and he's not looked the same that he looked in the beginning of the season. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's not some offensive force. Then you have Edelman, who's not really having a great season. He's meh. I'm going to be realistic. He's a good slot receiver.
The catches and receiving yards are going to be there, but he has a lot of drops.
Right, and he's not outstanding by any means. He's above average. He's a good slot receiver.
Very good.
But a lot of that's because him and Brady are on the same page, and Brady loves him. Let's be real here. If anybody that Brady falls in love with in that slot spot, they're going to get a bunch of balls. Okay? Balls to the chin. All right? Hogan? Is Hogan amazing?
No.
Okay. He just plays with Tom Brady.
He's a good receiver.
I'm not saying he's a bad receiver. He plays with Tom Brady. Tom Brady makes Kenbrell Tompkins look pretty good.
He was good in Buffalo. He was good in Buffalo, too.
He was great in Buffalo. That's why they kept him. A lot of people were after Hogan because he was so good. That's why then the Patriots signed him to a $12 million contract this year. Was it 3 or 4 years? Can't remember. People were like, what the fuck are they doing? Okay?
Well, the
Like,
Bills,
who the hell is this white
the
guy?
Bills are also an inept franchise, so yeah.
No, but like everyone was like, why did they sign this guy? And it's like, I don't know.
You're
'cause-
talking about the same team that took E.J. Manuel in the first round because they liked how he threw in a windstorm. Okay?
Well, listen, they saw what Peyton did in Foxborough, and they were like, well, we can't have that. If you can't throw in the wind, you can't play in Foxborough. Right? That was the best game. They went up 24-0, and they lost because Peyton couldn't throw at all. And Tom Brady could throw into the wind like nothing. Like a vicious cleaver cutting through like warm butter. That's what it looked like. And then when Peyton was throwing the ball, it was like plop on the ground. And you were like, oh, poor Peyton. Poor Peyton. Poor Manning elbow.
And then West muffed the punt at the end of that game.
Yeah.
Gostowski kicked like a 10-yard field goal to win it.
Was it even 10 yards?
I don't know.
I mean, it has to be, what, 17, 18 yards minimum? But, that's like what it was.
Brady just like took a knee and centered it, and then like boom.
Yeah. Would have been better if he fake spiked it.
If they had won,
If he Dan Marino it and they threw a touchdown.
what's fun-
Was your brother rooting for that too?
Yeah.
Oh, Dan Marino it. Fake spike.
Yeah. did,
I know what to do. They kick a field goal and lose by
Right.
1.
no, that was my cousin.
I know who it was.
That's one of the funny.
It's like, no, you'll never kick a field goal and lose by 1 on purpose. That's not how it works.
Chuck Pagano would probably kick a field goal and lose by 1.
And they'd be like AFC finalists. Lost by
Lost
1
by
point.
1 point. Lost the division by 1 point.
But seriously, though, MVP race, it's Brady, Matt Ryan. That's it. 2 horses. One of them started mid-race. That's it. And he's caught up. Everyone else, get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Get out of here. All right.
Now you can't leave, okay?
That makes no sense.
I get that, Scotty. The Patriots activated Brissett this week.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that means they're going to trade Jimmy Garoppolo.
I don't know yet.
Schefter had a
he
report
doesn't think
that
he's going to trade him.
someone very close to the organization would be stunned if they traded Jimmy G. I wouldn't be stunned if they traded Tom Brady. I mean, who the hell's stunned when the Patriots
Yeah, but
traded
why are
him?
you going to kill his trade value by saying like, oh yeah, he's on the block?
Well,
You make it look like he's untouchable. That's just smart business.
I understand that, but that's why I think it's completely a lie. And I think Schefter's being played because,
Adam Schefter never gets played.
well, he does because they love Jacoby Brissett. I think Belichick's giving him a blowjob right now. Talking about eating the dick, Belichick's like, oh, Jacoby. He effuses praise on that guy more than he does.
Is that why Bill's always going?
When he talks about Jacoby Brissett, it's like he's talking about Mark Bavaro and LT combined. Okay, he's like, oh, Jacoby Brissett's his leadership skills, really learning a lot better every day. Like, dude, he doesn't talk about that about anybody. Then there's Jacoby Brissett, and it's like he loves the guy. He's like the anti-Wes Welker. Okay, Bill always had shit to say about Welker. Didn't even seem to really like Welker. Always was dogging Welker. You're gonna get freaking Wally pipped. All this stuff. Jacoby Brissett, he's like, oh yeah, Tom, you're gonna get Wally pipped. You know what I mean? He loves this guy. And I don't really think he loves Jimmy G. I don't think he likes Jimmy G that much at all. To be quite frank with you. He's like, get out of here. Get him out of here.
It's a fugazi.
It's a fugazi.
No, you know what?
Como cheva. You know what I mean?
No, you know what? I think.
What's the dude's name? The 2 times? I'm going to get the papers.
Jimmy
the
2 times.
papers. Jimmy. I couldn't remember if it was Tommy or Jimmy.
No, Jimmy 2 times.
Frankie Carbone.
I'm gonna go get the papers. All right. We're never gonna hear this. We're never gonna know the truth.
Of course not.
Privately, I think Bill is pissed that Garoppolo didn't play against.
I am too, and I think he was
in
pissed
week
when he
4.
made that comment about Brady not practicing. It's better with just the 2 of us. Honestly. I don't think he likes stuff like that. Just like the Wes Welker foot thing. He doesn't like people going out like that, especially when you're not a top dog, incredible player. Am I right?
Well, you put up with if that's why does he put up with Gronk?
Because he's
And
incredible.
his antics. Right.
He put up with Vrabel for a little bit because he was great, and then he was like, when he was
That
getting
was
sick of
perfection,
Vrabel, he was like,
yeah.
ship him out of here. He didn't need to ship Vrabel out. Could have got the 2nd round pick just probably for Castle. He didn't want Vrabel around, didn't want to pay him for the roster bonus. So he said, get out of here. I'm sick of this guy mouthing off. That's how Bill is. And I get it. And I don't think he really likes Jimmy G. I don't think he likes Jimmy G leak stuff about how bad his shoulder was when Belichick's like, yeah, you can play tomorrow. You know what I mean? And I think he loves Brissett.
I think they were putting pressure on him. They're like, Tom played with us before. And
Dude, if you play in a flag football league, people put pressure on you to play. You don't think that happens in the NFL?
I think
People are like, dude, you're going to play? Are you able to play? I mean, I know
think
you
the
elbowed
reason-
that. You're going to play, right?
I think the reason they didn't bring a quarterback in that week,
How often do you play football?
not anymore.
No, when you're playing.
You just play.
How often are the games?
What do you mean?
How often do you play a game in football?
Once a week.
So how much does that game mean?
A lot.
Right. This isn't
But
basketball.
not at Walden Catholic. We were terrible.
This isn't basketball or baseball where they're like, oh, you can miss a few games, it's fine. Like, this is 100 and something more left. No, it's like, this is football. You miss a game or 2, this is a big deal. You need to help the team win this game. You need to be here. You need to be present. You need to fight through and work through your injuries like everyone else. I'm sure they were like, Jimmy, this is an AC joint. This is it. It's going to be pain. You can work through it. It's not going to get worse. You should be able to play.
Take a needle.
Show us your toughness and play. And he was like, but I'm good looking. I'm Aladdin. And they were like, all right, bud, you don't.
Look, I think that the reason Bill didn't bring in like Matt Flynn or anyone that week, or Lindley or whoever they were going to bring in, is because he probably was under the assumption Jimmy was going to go.
Yeah, and then they had Jacoby Brissett play with a friggin' torn ligament in his thumb.
Hey, give Jacoby Brissett credit. He strapped it on. He did. He was 100%.
I do, and I think that means a lot to
I do too. I do too.
Because you know he comes from the Bill Parcells. The best ability is availability. Can't make the club from in the tub.
Anyone can play when you're healthy. You got to play when you're hurt.
And so
you played when you were hurt. I played when I was hurt. You got to play when you're hurt.
That's a big thing. Especially if you're. That's what's going to kill Gronk eventually. Honestly, when he's not.
When the production's down.
Yeah, when he starts to dip, and Belichick says not only does he dip, but he can't play hurt. What good is he? Am I wrong? Am I right?
He played.
I think they're going to try
to. He's played hurt in the playoffs. Playoffs are different.
Right. You know I love Marty Bennett. You know I have a huge man crush on Martellus.
You got a big Martellus. Oh.
Yeah, I'm jerking off onto the thing here. I'm like, oh, San Diego Superchargers. Oh, that's who the security guard was for. The San Diego Superchargers.
Whatever.
But
Chargers do have hot cheerleaders.
Oh, dude, I get it. Like, he's like 5 feet. I mean, I'm kind of like, that's awesome, but I was kind of like, oh, my cousin was a cheerleader. That's disgusting. You know what I mean? Like, ever since my cousin was a cheerleader, I have to look at them different. I'm like, oh, at least they're not related to me, but I don't know. You know what I mean? I couldn't look at the Patriots cheerleaders for 3 years, dude. Last thing I want to do is be like, oh, no, that's my cousin. You know what I mean? It's not even like they'd be second or third cousin, dude. It's like first cousin.
All right, Andy Garcia.
Relax. This isn't friggin' Godfather 4. The funny thing is her father's my godfather. He is my uncle, so.
Michael O'Keefe-Alone.
Michael O'Keefe-Alone. Today. Gonna go get the papers. But yeah, no, I could totally see Jimmy G getting traded. I don't understand why they'd be stunned.
I'm serious though. I think that pissed Bill off that he didn't play in that Buffalo game.
But Mike Lombardi said Cleveland. He already said he's going to be the next quarterback in Cleveland, and Mike Lombardi kind of knows these things. But between the Patriots and Cleveland, actually.
And Schefter's like almost always right too. So, I mean, you know, he's the one guy that I trust.
Oh,
he was when Mort had that report about the footballs. Adam Schefter was on the next day, like, actually no, like one. They were like,
they were like, he was like, they were all over a pound under, and he was like, one was under a pound, and the rest were like a tick under.
No,
Schefter, and the Colts balls were under too.
No, you know what? Schefter broke that. Yeah, the Colts balls were under too.
3 out of 4 of the Colts balls were under.
Schefter's usually dead on with these things.
And they started at a higher PSI. What is that? Doesn't that make sense?
But Schefter never gets played, like, ever. So, I mean, maybe they're really not going to trade him. Maybe they're going to wait one more year. Is next year the last year of his deal, or does he have one more after that?
Next year's the last year of his deal.
Next year's the last year.
They can't trade him. What are they going to do, franchise him and then trade him? Because then you're under the gun. You franchised him.
Technically, they could.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see.
That's also the year that Brady's cap actually goes up to a higher number, to $22 million.
Well, it's backloaded, yeah.
But I don't think they're going to cut Brady either, because then they're going to still...
Well, it depends. What if Brady's game... I don't think it will, but what if his game really declines? Maybe they will.
But they're still going to owe him $14 million in signing bonus money, so they're only going to save $8.
I got that.
So you're going to pay Brady $14 to not play for you anymore, and then you're going to pay Jimmy Garoppolo a bunch of money for a guy that you're not even sure is
I'll tell you one thing.
I don't think Jimmy G's
You're not going to pay Garoppolo $15 million to sit on the bench for 3 years. You're not.
Right. That's my point.
So, I mean,
I think Brady's going to be better than him this year, next year, the year after.
Conventionally, you're going to have to... If you're going to keep Garoppolo here for big money, then Brady's out the door, and I don't think that's going to happen.
Right. First of all, I think
I don't think Kraft is going to let it happen.
I was going to say, that's the one time I think Kraft's going to get involved.
I
think Brady's playing out his contract.
I think that's the one time that, like you said, Kraft is going to go to Bill like, no. He's quarterback for life.
I think Brady's playing out his contract, 20 years with the Patriots. I think he'll still be good. I told you, he'll probably win another Super Bowl, want to win an MVP this year. Like maybe he'll make 2 more Super Bowls in the next 3 years. He'll be a 14, 15-time AFC Championship game participant.
I'm the fucking quarterback, you moron.
Yeah, he'll have 14 banners of AFC finalists.
Yeah, they got a lot of AFC finalist banners. Like 8 in a row.
But then he'll retire. The undisputed GOAT, as I told you. That's why I won the MVP, I won the Super Bowl, I won all that stuff. I won him to have 75,000 yards. I'm just letting you know.
Oh, yeah, the Red Sox traded Clay Buchholz.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Like, that's who cares?
It was like 3 years too late. All right, we can move on now.
They also got, like, nothing for him, but it's actually way better than Clay.
Yeah.
They got, like, the 15th ranked, like, ball boy from like actually he has no legs. How's he a major league player? Oh, he has no legs.
The best is it came from a National League team, but he's the second baseman DH. So like they only use him. I found that hilarious.
Oh, he's a pinch hitter. He's a stud pinch hitter.
No, so they only use him in the American League parks. Otherwise, he plays second base. So he must either be a terrible second baseman or he can't hit.
It's probably both. By the way, Luke Kuechly's been talking about coming back from his concussion. He was cleared last week. Rivera held him out.
Good for him.
Cam tells him to stay sitting. He should sit. But it's funny, just to me.
Oh, yeah. Pile it on, Cavs. Pile it on.
Okay,
they're up 41.
Cavs are 41.
41, baby.
You don't get 3 losses for them losing by 40, you know?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, yeah, Brooklyn's pick suddenly better. No, it was already the best.
New rule.
But the summer, and this past summer, Cam Newton said he didn't believe in concussions.
He believes now.
Now, he finally had one this year after week 4, so maybe he finally realized that concussions are real, but he's telling Luke Kuechly to rest and get right. I find that a little funny, that's all. Because you can't not believe in concussions now tell people to, like, sit out games.
It's different now than it was then, though. Like I
know, because he had a concussion. Week 4.
I played with concussions.
I get that.
We had a look.
But before the season, Cam Newton did not believe in concussions.
When I played football, we had.
But now he's seen the light.
Look, when I was in high school,
no pun intended.
We had a concussion protocol in high school too. Scotty, how many fingers am I holding up? 3. Okay, you're fine. Get in there.
But a concussion protocol was like, hey, are you okay? Get back in there.
No,
You're alive. You can play.
One time I got my bell rung, and they said, how many fingers am I holding up? And they were 3, and I said 3, and they're like, okay, you're fine. Go back up.
Ahead.
Which probably wasn't the best idea.
You're good.
In retrospect.
So moving on. Let's get into some basketball here.
Oh, you want to do the list?
Yeah, we're going to talk about top 5 at every position.
So somebody that none of any of you people know asked me to come up with a list, and the list was
top 5 at every position.
Top 5 at every position. Now these are mine in no specific order. All right, I can't even remember. I got to look them up.
I got them. Yours are the started ones. You want to read it?
No, I got it. I got it right here. Hold on. All right. So some of them are fairly obvious. Some of them, and I'll explain every one of them if you need me to. All right, centers. Russell, obviously. Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Shaquille O'Neal, Hakeem Olajuwon. I know you're going to talk about Hakeem because I know you're going to disagree with that one because we disagreed with it before. All right, small forward.
No, I haven't. I've never disagreed with that.
You're okay with my top 5 for centers?
I have the exact same top 5. I have a...
For centers?
Yeah.
I thought you would have had Moses instead.
No, I have Moses as honorable mention. I've always had Moses under Hakeem.
Are you sure about that?
Forever.
Okay.
You can go back in the emails and check. He's always been...
I don't know.
They're all in the GOAT room, and Moses is in the doorway as a bouncer.
He's the bouncer.
Yeah.
I know. We've been over this.
Hakeem's in the GOAT room.
Okay.
He's like barely in with Kobe, but they're in.
I don't even think Kobe's in the GOAT room.
Oh, they're in the GOAT room.
All right.
I have Kareem number 1 as my center, number 2 overall. Russell number 3 overall, number 2 center. Wilt number 3 center, he's number 5 overall for me. Shaq's my number 4 center, he's number 8 overall. And Hakeem's my 5th center, number 11 overall. Moses, I got 12 overall. He's the honorable mention, 6th best center ever.
All right, here are my small forwards. Larry Bird. Again, these are in no order.
Mine are in order, but...
Larry Bird, LeBron James, Elgin Baylor, Dr. J, John Havlicek. Those are my top 5 small forwards.
Got the exact same.
Okay.
Only different. I have LeBron 1st, 4th overall. Bird 2nd, 7th overall. Irving 3rd, 14th overall. Havlicek 4th, 17th overall. Baylor 5th at 18th overall. My honorable mentions Kevin Durant. 6th best.
You have Havlicek in front of Baylor?
Yeah.
Just because of the championships? Because Baylor was probably a better player.
I think it's really close.
It is close, but I think Baylor was still probably.
I think it's really close, and one guy has more rings by a lot.
Well, as opposed to 0.
How many? 8?
I have as many rings as Elgin Baylor does.
8-0.
8-0.
Does that kind of sway it when they're like the same player?
8-0.
I'm not saying that. Well, I shouldn't say the same player, but
Elgin Baylor plays with Bill Russell. He has like 40, but that's beside the point.
Oh, Bill Russell suddenly plays for triple his career. You know what I mean? 40 out of 40. No, 39 out of 39 when he would triple his career. Okay,
that's true.
But no, listen. Elgin Baylor had a couple great years. Injured his knee.
He wrecked his knee. He was never the same. He was still averaging like 26 and 12.
Okay. Havlicek was a beast, offensively, defensively, everything. Better team player, not to be rude to Baylor, and he won championships. What do you want from me?
No.
They're both the same player.
Okay.
If they're the same players, one guy has 8 rings, the other guy has none. I'm supposed to not look at that?
All right.
I'm supposed to ignore that?
Ignore that shit. All right. Power forwards. I got Tim Duncan, obviously. Kevin Garnett, Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, Kevin McHale. Those are my top 5.
I got 5. 4 the same. I don't have McHale. I got Duncan, even though... if I want to get technical, Duncan should be moved to the
Power
center.
forward, center, okay.
But
I consider him power forward.
I really don't, but I do for these kind of things.
Humor me.
He really should be considered the center. That's just me.
Humor me.
He's number 1 power forward. He's number 9 all time for me. KG, I get him the number 2 power forward of all time. Number 15. Malone, the mailman, Carl, not Moses, obviously. Number 3.
You can see I put in there K Malone.
Yeah, number 3. Not even the best Malone ever. Number 3, the 19 all time. Barkley, number 4. We got him 20th of all time. And I got Bob Pettit as my number 5.
I can't disagree.
Ranked 21st all time. Okay, and I know that some of these guys are like, you could say that Pettit's a center somewhat too. But
he's like 6'10". It was a different.
Well, it was also like 1940.
Yeah.
And my honorable mention is Dirk. I don't even have McHale in my top 6. I'm sorry. I love McHale. A lot of credit.
Best low post player ever.
Maybe Hakeem. It's close.
Or it's close. It is.
It's close.
All right. Shooting guards.
Okay.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
Jerry West.
Yeah.
I have Iverson could go either way. I got Allen Iverson as a shooting guard.
I got him as a shooting guard too.
And I got the Iceman George Gervin.
And you could have him as small forward as a shooting guard.
And the Gervin pick, Pistol Pete is another one. I considered Pistol Pete, but I just think Gervin is better.
Gervin was better than Pistol Pete.
Yeah.
No offense to him. I got Jordan, number 1 overall in on this shooting guard list. Kobe, the number 2 shooting guard, number 10 overall. West, my number 3 shooting guard, number 16 overall. Dwayne Wade is my number 4 shooting guard.
Okay.
And I got him 23rd overall. I know you're going to say that's high. He's got 20,000 points.
Who's your 5th, Iverson?
Iverson's my 5th. He's 30th overall. Dwayne Wade, no offense to Allen Iverson, he's a better player. Dwayne Wade should probably have an MVP, even though he doesn't. He's won championships with and without LeBron, 3 championships. He's still playing, still averaging 19 a night. He's going to end up with 20-something thousand points, probably 12 All-Stars. Not that matters, you know what I mean? Iverson, at his peak and pound for pound, because he's so little,
put that in
best player ever. Okay, pound for pound.
All right, so then we get to the point.
And then I got Gervin as my 6th.
Okay.
I didn't even rank Gervin yet because I didn't get that far on the list.
That's fine.
I got to my 36th player and he's not even there. Gervin's not that much better than Paul Pierce. Honestly. I can argue that Pierce is better. It's close.
All right, so we got point guards now. Magic Johnson.
Yeah, got him number 1.
Oscar Robertson.
Got him number 2.
Bob Cousy.
Got him number 3.
I have Isaiah Thomas.
I do not even have him on the list.
I think
he's
that's
honorable mention.
Totally wrong. People are going to disagree with this one, but I think he's probably the best point guard of this generation. I got Jason Kidd.
Don't got him on the list.
I think he should be.
Oh, I don't.
Who do you got?
I got Magic number 1.
Yeah.
Point guard is number 6 overall. Oscar the number 2 point guard. Got him number 13 overall. Cousy my number 3 point guard. 22nd overall. Excuse me. Stockton as my number 4 point guard. It's 25th overall.
He would be my honorable mention.
Okay. I got Curry as my 5th point guard. Dude, let me explain something to you. He's
a shooting guard.
He's not a shooting guard, though. He's a point guard. I'm sorry. He plays point guard. He's a point guard. He gets a lot of assists.
And Isaiah Thomas was better than John Stockton. I hate to burst your bubble. He was. He was. Isaiah, not only should Isaiah have been on the Dream Team, he should have been starting on that team. I'm sorry.
I think Isaiah gets vastly overrated.
He
had a great game. You can won some championships.
You can overrate him until he's blue in the face. He's a better player than John Stockton. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think he is. And I think John Stockton's longevity is vastly better. Vastly.
Isaiah's peak was way better, though.
I don't think. No, it really wasn't. Go look at their peaks.
I don't feel like getting into it.
He won championships.
I disagree. That's the thing. We never agreed with that.
Isaiah Thomas is almost always way overrated by everyone. But Isaiah Thomas, okay,
he's like the 7th best player in the league forever. He also has 2 rings in the Finals MVP. Stockton doesn't even have a ring.
I understand that. I think if you put Stockton on those Detroit teams, they win rings.
You sure about that?
Yeah, I think so. I do.
We'll never know.
I think Karl Malone and Stockton probably should have won a ring.
They should have won in '98.
Yeah, they really should have won a ring. Maybe one. Just one. And maybe people would look at Stockton a lot different. The guy has like 18 million. The guy has like he still has.
I would have had him.
He just assisted somebody right now in the Celtics game. I mean, come on.
He'd be the best player in the Celtics. You kidding me?
Oh, he's the best player in the Celtics right now. He's not even on the Celtics.
He's like 90.
And then Curry, you can say Curry. Curry has 2 MVPs.
Stockton.
Curry has.
Listen. Stockton was an excellent point guard. He'd be my honorable mention. I don't think he's as good as Isaiah.
Just telling you, Curry's got 2 MVPs. Curry's an incredible shooter. Curry doesn't really play defense, but that's beside the point.
Horrible.
Curry also has a championship already. He's better than Isaiah.
One thing I like that you showed respect to the history of the game and had Bob Pettit in your forwards, even though he probably would have been my honorable.
I got a lot of old players. I got a lot of young players. I got players that are current.
I have a lot of old players. I got old.
Right. I don't think you give Curry as much respect as you should. Honestly, like you think Curry's a bum. It's like no, Curry's actually incredible.
No, I never say he was a bum.
I mean, I get Durant as my honorable mention. I mean, before you know it, he could be passing Baylor and Havlicek. You don't know. Not going to be that high.
I mean, it could be.
Wins a ring or two.
He's going to be guaranteed. He's going to be guaranteed to get rings
because if he gets rings,
cherry-picked his team.
And listen, now
he parachuted into a 73-win team. That's still a bitch move. I don't care what you say.
Dude, and I'm not defending these players for what they did. I hate LeBron. There's a lot of guys on my list I don't like.
I don't even hate LeBron.
Not liking. I hate LeBron. I've loved and hated LeBron. I've talked about this. I have a love, hate, love, hate, love.
The last three games of the finals for me kind of redeemed him for me.
Well, I told you I rooted for them.
By the end of Game 7, I was kind of rooting for them.
I was like, this dude's just playing phenomenal. Like, he made Draymond Green look like a little girl. No
Draymond had girls. Draymond had a great Game 7. He had like 32 and like 14 or whatever.
Did you watch the series after Draymond was suspended, though? Whenever he and LeBron were near each other, Draymond Green would put up a layup behind his back, and LeBron would be like, boom, swatted in your face, steal your lunch money.
That block on Iguodala in Game 7, he came out of nowhere.
Yeah, but watch the blocks against Draymond. They were like, dude, are you serious putting this up against me? Draymond would go to do a spin as a block. Face. Block. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But I have Isaiah Thomas as my 6th. It's my 32nd best player of all time.
We actually have a lot of the same guys.
I would expect us to.
Yeah, I know that.
It's like, what do you mean Michael Jordan's not in your top 5 shooting guards? Let's discuss. Oh, yeah, Michael Jordan the 7th out of shooting guards because, I didn't want to put him on the list so we could disagree. It's like, it isn't, I mean, I don't know your exact list, but it is and it isn't.
Chuck is, I will admit Chuck is my Binky, but I still think Barkley was a little bit better than Malone was.
I think Malone's a little bit better than Barkley. Barely. Okay. I think it's longevity.
Agree to disagree.
Their peaks are similar.
Barkley's peak was better.
No, they're wicked similar.
From 90 to 93, from around 90 to 93, Barkley was the best player in the world, not named Michael Jordan.
Okay, and then I could be like, from 95 to 98, Malone was the best player in the world, not named Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? I could be like, today,
they were actually
LeBron James is the best player in the world, not named Michael Jordan.
You know what the funny thing is? Barkley was the MVP in 93. He had a great year with Phoenix. They were actually whispered. He carried them to the finals, like almost by himself. And people were saying, like, there was whispers around the 93 finals. Michael Jordan, great player. Barkley might be the best player in the world. I don't know if you remember that. But Jordan ended all that in the finals.
Dude.
Averaging like 42 a game. He took that. I think he took that personally.
Wouldn't you?
Well, he was like a maniac.
Michael Jordan takes everything personally.
Oh, he's a maniac.
I mean, you saw his acceptance speech at the Hall of Fame.
I'm better than you.
He's like, I'm better than all of you. He sat me. He's an asshole. You know what I mean?
Larry Bird, I'm better than you.
I just want you to know.
Larry Bird, I'm better than you.
How many times are we going to talk about the high school coach?
I know it.
Seriously.
He should be kissing the high school coach's ass.
Yeah, he's probably who made you what you are today.
I know.
Because he sat your ass. I mean, Jesus.
I didn't make a friggin' all-star team in Babe Ruth because my father got the final vote and he didn't vote me on.
Good. Yeah.
Because he wanted to light a fighter onto my ass. He told me years later. At the time, he was just like, you're not good enough. But, like, no. He was like, he wanted to light a fighter on my ass to make me better.
And you weren't good enough.
I was definitely good enough. I was the best player on the team. You kidding me?
Best player on the team, but they didn't take me.
No, I made it as a reserve. I just didn't start.
I got it, Scotty, but
my mother was pissed. She didn't talk to my father for like a week. All right, what are you looking up here?
Just looking up the NFL playoffs. I can't wait to see how everything shakes out.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing our first studio show Wild Card Weekend on Saturday. That's gonna be our first show.
It'll be interesting.
So we're gonna have to try to get over there early.
I just want to know what the weather's going to be like when the Patriots play in the.
We got to talk to
Papa
Andrew and see what time we're going to go over there on January 7th. I hope they play the Saturday night game. I love when they got the Saturday night game, as opposed to the Sunday game. Then you can just relax on Sunday and see who you're going to play.
Well, presuming you win.
They're going to win.
They're going to win.
Pencil them in. AFC Championship game.
They're going to win.
We're so fucking. Remember Remember?
You death taxes and Tom Brady in the AFC Championship.
Remember in
you can guarantee in life.
Remember in 01? I don't know. I didn't know you back then, but I can speak for myself. In 2001, I remember like they beat Oakland, and I was going like this to my dad. I'm like, "We're in the AFC Championship game," and now it's just like.
Now you're like, I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. I'll wait till the Super Bowl.
we got like martini glasses. Like, I might watch it. Let's see.
I don't know. The AFC Championship game is so passe.
No, seriously, that's what it's like now. 15 years ago, it was a big deal to go to AFC Championship game.
What can you do? What can you do? But you got anything else to talk about?
Not really. You got anything else?
We can talk about Grayson Allen tripping people, getting suspended indefinitely by Coach K.
I'm not wasting my time on that dookie.
All right. And people just said it would be cool if he could.
Good job by Coach K.
If he trips Draymond Green when he gets to the NBA, that would be cool.
Yeah, and then
just to kick him in the nuts.
Draymond will just kick him in the balls.
Yeah, well, he probably goes to kick him in the nuts. That's why he trips him. He like sweeps him like it's a
Mortal
Kombat sweep.
Sweep the leg. Finish him.
Other than that, I ain't got much.
Yeah, I think we'll call it a night in a week.
Chris and Cash podcast.
Merry Christmas. We'll come back to you next week. Check us out on Chris and Cash podcast on YouTube. Also at www.gamesofinches.com. We are writing again.
www.gamesofinches.com.
And we're going to be doing our regular podcast still on Friday nights. But starting on Saturdays, the plan is we're going to go to Woburn and do it from a studio. So you're going to get double Chris and Cash coverage.
You might get double. Are we going to do double, or are we just going to do one show and syndicate it or simulcast it or whatever the hell you call it these days?
We'll talk to
whatever you youngins call these things.
We'll talk to Papa Andrew and we'll figure out what we're going to do. But we'll see you next week. Again, have a very Merry Christmas. R.I.P. Segs. We out.
Ciao.